Sasaki Kojiro is so underrated and it's actually crazy. As you can tell by the title, in this video I will be talking about why Sasaki Kojiro is the most underrated fighter slash character in Record of Ragnarok so far. But before we get into the video, consider leaving a like because it helps the video get recommended to others and whatnot. And I know it's been a while since I've released a Record of Ragnarok video, but I should be back to making them fairly consistently. Maybe once a week I'll drop a video on Record of Ragnarok. It all depends on, how lazy I am. But apart from that, let's just get into the damn video. Now, Sasaki Kojiro by no means is a weak character. That is not what this video is about or is trying to suggest. Rather, the point of this video is to kind of point out why he's so underrated and why he should really get a lot more respect for his win than many people normally give him. Firstly, before I start getting into why this man is so underrated, I just want to quickly confess and say, yes, Sasaki Kojiro is my favorite character in Record of Ragnarok. But trust me, just because he's my favorite character, I will not be biased in any way, shape or form. But let's get into the first and possibly the most important reason, or should I say the biggest reason, as to why Sasaki Kojiro is so underrated, and that is because his fight against Poseidon was right after the best fight so far in the entire series, which was Adam versus Zeus. Now, I'll be completely honest, at first glance, Sasaki Kojiro's fight compared to Adam's fight definitely seemed like a huge step down, but looking at Kojiro's fight by itself reminded me how great and underrated it actually was. This fight was humanity's first win, which is why I find it difficult to understand why people not only rate this fight so low, but rate Sasaki Kojiro so low in their list of characters. The whole dynamic of the fight was Poseidon was on top and was pretty much declared the victor by majority of the audience before the fight even started, and Sasaki Kojiro was obviously at the bottom and had little to no support by the audience, and was on the flip side to Poseidon pretty much declared the loser before the match even started. So if you can't already tell, this is clearly an underdog story where the unlikely fighter to win ends up being the victor. Now, we've all established why he's so underrated, and as I've said already in this video, it really does boil down to the fact that his fight was right after the best fight and the fan favorite fight in the series, and it also doesn't really help that Sasaki Kojiro won his fight instead of Adam, because I'm sure a lot of people would have preferred Adam being humanity's first win rather than Sasaki Kojiro. But as I was saying, now that we've established why he's underrated, let's start talking about why he deserves more credit and respect for his victorious fight against Poseidon. First of all, I'm sure it's clear that in this series, different fighting styles are used depending on the character, and some characters have much similar fighting styles than others. This is more prevalent on humanity's side. For example, Lubu and Raiden are more reliant on their brute strength and power, whereas Sasaki Kojiro and Jack the Ripper are more, like tactical and technical in the way they fight. And it's clear that against the gods, the best way to fight, from what we've seen so far, is being tactical and technical. The evidence is right in front of us. Lubu and Raiden lost, whereas Jack and Kojiro won. However, this fight is focused on Sasaki Kojiro, so let's take Jack the Ripper out of the conversation for now. In Sasaki Kojiro's fight, we got his flashback, and it was revealed to us that Sasaki Kojiro throughout his life never officially won a fight, despite being one of the strongest swordsmen in history, which led him to get the title of history's greatest loser, which is the complete opposite to what Poseidon represented, which was a perfect example of an arrogant and quote-unquote perfect god, and this arrogance is eventually what led to Poseidon's death. This and the way Kojiro fights is what led to his defeat, which brings me on to my next topic of discussion, which is Sasaki Kojiro's fighting style. The way Sasaki Kojiro fights is probably one of the most unique and dangerous ways someone can fight in the series. Imagine knowing the outcome of every move you take before you even move at all. Sasaki Kojiro is a master analyst when it comes to fights. When gauging how strong Poseidon was in his own head, in the matter of moments, no matter where he attacked, he saw himself die 18 times, which of course goes to show how strong not only Poseidon is, which is expected from one of the 12 gods of Olympus, but also shows us how talented and smart Sasaki Kojiro is too. But despite all of this, he still managed to defy all the odds and come out on top. Not only this, but I also believe that Sasaki Kojiro actually built some momentum for humanity by being its first victory, which led to Jack the Ripper also winning. So to wrap this video up, I'm sure it's safe to say that Sasaki Kojiro is the most underrated character in the whole of Record of Ragnarok. And that's pretty much it for this video. I don't know how long this video is. I just felt like making it after reading the the 2 recent chapters of the manga, and boy oh fucking boy, round 6 is getting interesting. Buddha really just said he's fighting for humanity. Like, what the fuck, the nigga might become my new favorite god. But apart from that, if you like the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on and set to all. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video.